Edo South youth leaders pledge allegiance to state government. This is clash of the titans. And this is the issue between the Edo state government and the Edo South senatorial district, with 7 local government areas still under the control of the monarch as well. I know that there is this problem of cultism in Edo South, and that is why the governor had said to ban the Okaigheles youth program that they are saying is an age-long traditional youth activities in the Edo South under the Oba. And so Oba said he didn't ban them, but governor said he has banned them because in just a very short period they have lost over 150 lives, and they cannot continue to lose lives to cultist activities. And it became like a battle a few days ago, but now the governor said they remain banned and they will not undermine their powers. They will use every instrument they have in government to make sure that they keep them in check. Now it looks like they now know that government is government. So the youth leaders, the Okaigheles youth, have now come out to pledge allegiance to the governor, to support him, and to do everything. And I'm sure they want to just make peace with him until he leaves before they probably start another round of their violent activities. But this is a very good development that the youths are beginning to retrace their steps, and probably the Oba must have called them to say, look, this is government, we must obey the government. What you are doing, if it's not right, stop it. Even though the traditional council has said that when they are appointing the Odion Weres, that the Okaigheles are the youths that do errands. That's why they need them. But then, if you need them for such traditional services, you should also check their nefarious activities to ensure that they are not posing threat to lives and properties of the citizens. And the governor has the overall government power, is the chief security officer of the state, ensuring protection and security of lives and properties in the state. If there is a kind of outlaws or a kind of security violations, nobody is going to come to the traditional rulers. They will come to the governor to give account. So that's why the governor is sitting tight. Okay, that's fine. Let's get into the details. Right from Benin, members of the youth group referred to as the Okaigheles in the Edo South senatorial district have promised to cooperate and partner with the Edo state government, the state police command, and other security agencies in ensuring continued peace and tranquility in Edo state. Bagam. When I want to try myself. So in a statement signed by 26 of the community youth leaders, Okaigheles and made available to newsmen in Benin City, the people appealed to the state government to rescind its decision to ban the activities as they remain law-abiding citizens always. So the statement dated June 8, 2024 denied any knowledge of secret court activities in Edo State as they are not members of any of the court groups. So the statement also stated that they do not constitute security threat to communities as they have always played significant and decisive roles in mobilizing the youth to maintain peace in the localities. Can you imagine? They are now coming to terms with government. So they further stated that they are well known to the divisional police officers and their fellow police personnel, as well as other security agencies covering their areas, as they have repeatedly helped in enforcing and maintaining law and order in the communities. Okay. So the statement recalled that they had not been found wanting by their communities as they have been working with their Odion Weres and Enige peacefully. Can you imagine? So they appealed to the Edo State Commissioner of Police and other security agencies not to arrest, harass, or obstruct them from carrying out their legitimate activities. So the youth leader said they reserve legal rights to function as legitimate members of the various communities in the lawful capacity of Okaigheles, and will take all legitimate steps to protect themselves from being molested or ill-treated. Can you imagine? So what is that supposed to mean? That if you are molested, you are ready to react or defend yourself, Abi? This is a very subtle way of saying if you molest or harass us, we will react and we will defend ourselves. That is what that statement means. So the youth leader said they reserve legal right to function as legitimate members of the various communities in the lawful capacity of Okaigheles, and will take all legitimate steps to protect themselves from being molested or ill-treated. That means they will take all legal actions to protect themselves. That is what it means. So the thing is that if the Okaigheles are not part of the court activities in Edo South that has claimed over 150 lives in a short while, how have they helped the government to fish out the culprits? How have they helped the government to stop the nefarious activities? How have they helped the government to ensure that there is enforcement of law and order in their communities? What contribution have they made? So I'm sure Obaseki is not a visitor in Benin, and he has his eyes everywhere. So for him to ban them, he must have had good intelligent information about the activities of the Okaigheles. All this what they are writing here to align with the state government and with security agencies is political. They know what they're doing at the back end. But the thing is that since they have acknowledged that they need to align with the government, they need to also make sure that nothing happens again, because definitely Obaseki has nothing to lose. He's on his way out. He will do anything to ensure he cleans all activities right there in the South. Okay? And Oba of Benin is also supposed to, as another statesman, traditional ruler, and a king, supposed to talk to those people. If you know you need the services of the Okaigheles, especially during the appointment of the John and the Enigis, you should be able to call them to order. Tell them what they are doing that is not right, and caution them and put them under check. By so doing, they will not be able to do stupid things. That is it. But they can't just sit there and because it's their area and they are causing problems, lives are dying, are being claimed, families are crying, mothers are crying because their children are being claimed. You can't be a threat to life and property and expect the government to keep quiet. That is it. So the Oba should be able to call them to order if he appoints them to, to render those services he's talking about. Because they say that when they're appointing their Enigis and their John Weris, that the Okaigheles are the youths that do errands and perform some things. So if that's the case, confine the activities to the traditional council programs and do not let them become Alpha and Omega in the neighborhood, causing problem, causing security threat to people's lives and properties. So with what we are saying now, they have realized that government is government. And so the next thing they have to do is to allow these people to be. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.